Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. It is going to be just like a Monday reset. That's the theme. It's kind of like a get ready with me, but for the week. So plan your week with me and just get started. So the reason I'm making this video is because if you're anything like me, like Monday rolls around and some days you are so motivated and so on top of it. And other days, like today for me, it was just like really slow moving. I was just like it took me a long time to make breakfast. It took me a long time to kind of get my stuff together. And sometimes we just need a little bit of help. So that's what I want this video to be, is just that little bit of help. Let me be the friend that is just hanging out with you as you get your stuff together, because I know how hard it is sometimes. So let's just do it together. Okay, and we have some really simple tools to do that, okay? We have a little journal that you can use. We have your habit tracker, which I will link below. And we have a little whiteboard or a little notebook where you're gonna write your to-dos for the week. So let's go through each piece and just take it step by step. So we're going to start with your journal first, okay? So this again, like none of this should cost really more than $1. Like if you're spending more than $1, you're spending too much money, okay? So we just have a simple journal. Anything can do. It can be just a soft cover one like this, or it can be even honestly a piece of paper, okay? And we're going to open up the journal, and I just want you to start the week by just doing some reflection, just doing some free form writing. Just keep your hand moving. It really doesn't even matter what you write. I looked back at this, and the last time that I journaled was February 11th, which was about 2 weeks ago. So again, like, don't beat yourself up. Sometimes you journal a lot every day and you're like in the groove. Other times it can go weeks or even months without journaling. But the great thing is there's always a new piece of paper, right? So it's just about turning the page. Just turn the page and start writing your thoughts. So I literally wrote about like what I dreamed about last night. I wrote about like, oh, what do I want to do today? I wrote about, oh, there's like this cute cafe that I might want to visit. I mean, these are like what I'm going to call dumb thoughts. Like, like literally it's, there's nothing profound happening here. But what I'm doing is I'm opening up the creative vault. You know, I'm saying to myself, hey, we want to get this process started. We know that it's like a slow moving train and that you have to start by just like pushing it inch by inch. So what do? We just write some random stuff in a notebook to get started. Okay, I took off my sweater. Really getting down to business here. I mean, I literally wrote, like, one of the sentences that I wrote in this journal was, I've been drinking a lot of apple cider vinegar lately. Who cares? I mean, it doesn't matter what you write. Okay, it's the practice of opening up your channels, opening up your systems, and getting stuff down on the page. Okay, now that that's done, what I want to do together is a little bit of meal planning, and I'm not going to go crazy. All I want to do is just plan like 2 meals together. Okay, 2 dinners. That's all, because I feel like breakfast and lunch is sort of like easy peasy, but like dinners is what gives me like the overwhelm. So go ahead and just think about like, okay, so for this week, like what are the, it's probably just going to be, if you already have tonight figured out, like why don't you plan Tuesday and Wednesday? Just like, what are you gonna eat? Obviously, I recommend you try to cook from scratch, cook from home. That's gonna be healthier for you. That's gonna save you money. It's gonna be less salt in your system. You're just gonna like operate better. But of course, that requires planning. Okay, let me tell you guys a little story. Okay, so this week is actually my birthday week. So Thursday is my birthday. But we have like kid activities on the weekend that take up our whole weekend. So we decided that the weekend before, we were going to drive about 2 hours into the mountains and go and stay at like a really cute place, like a cabin for 2 nights. Okay. So we did that. And anyone who knows, like when you come home from a road trip, you are just exhausted. You have to like unpack the car, you have to put everything away, you have to do the laundry, you have to fold the laundry, you have to like take stuff out of the suitcases. I mean, it's like at least an hour just to get everything unpacked and settled, okay? So I do that, and then Because listen, all I want to do is lie down on the couch, but I also know like if I don't do it now, it'll never get done. And then I'll be constantly stepping over this suitcase or constantly stepping over this duffel bag to try to like it's just like unsustainable. So I was like, I have to do it now. So my husband was kind of doing the kitchen. I was doing kind of like the clothes and like, also it's sort of cold. So I brought like ski pants. I just like brought a bunch of stuff because I didn't know what the weather was going to be. So anyway, all of that was being done. Then I'm like tired, but I also look in our fridge and I realize there's it's like kind of sad in there. There's not much in there. There's like one sad pack of arugula and some chicken nuggets and some Parmesan. And I'm like, this is not okay. All right. So the best supermarket that I go to for like fresh food is like 10 minutes away. And the thought of like getting in the car, bringing the grocery bags with me, like finding the right grocery bags, getting in the car, driving the 10 minutes, it was like almost too much to bear. I know this is such like, these are such luxurious problems to have, but I really was like, I don't know if I can do it, but I had to snap out of it and be like, no, you like, if you want to eat healthy and if you want to eat well, it's hard. Of course it would be easier to order DoorDash, or of course it would be easier to just like order takeout, but we're not trying to do the easy thing. We're trying to get healthy, remember? So I was like, okay, so if you want to eat well, it's hard. It's hard work. Just like building this YouTube channel is hard work. Just like writing a book is hard work. I'm like, Mandy, you never choose hard things. So why are you going to start now? Like if you're really serious about your health, you have to like realize that it is hard. That's why most people don't do it. And I don't mean this in a like, I don't talk negatively to myself. I try not to, but I literally like, I was joking with myself and I was like, it's hard. That's why you're fat. Like, I just was like, yes, it's hard and you haven't been doing it. And that's why you got fat. So like, just chill. So yes, I dragged my ass out there and I'm like driving there. But as soon as I got there, I was like, this is great. Oh my gosh, the avocados are on sale. Oh my gosh, they have like these great carrots. Oh, I can get a little more miso paste. Like they had everything. It was like perfect. I got everything I needed. I got like fresh cheeses. I got roast beef for my kids' sandwiches. Like I got everything I needed to get. Okay, so my 2 meals that I am planning right now is one is I'm going to do like a char siu, like roast pork. Okay, that is one meal because I got like a small pork shoulder, so I already have that. That's ready to go. Okay, and then the second meal, I actually just figured it out because originally I was thinking I have this chicken breast on the bone, and I'm like, okay, I could do that. But then sometimes like it's not the favorite. So I think what I actually want to do is I have these ribs. I think I'm gonna defrost them, which I should pull them out of the freezer tonight, so that they're ready for tomorrow. Okay, see, this is why you have to plan, because if I hadn't have thought it through, then by the time I realized like, oh, I want to make ribs, it's too late, okay? All right, so third thing we're going to do together is exercise planning. All we have to think about is the next 7 days, okay? Like today's Monday, all you need to think about is from now until Sunday, okay? And if you're watching this video on a different day, just take like the next 7 days, okay? So all I try to do is have intense exercise twice a week. Okay, so I already know tomorrow, Tuesday's a great day to do CrossFit. I love to do CrossFit on Tuesdays. I go at 12 o'clock. I'm done. I have a lunch. I usually make my own salad. I go to Whole Foods and make a salad. And then I go pick up the kids from school. Like easy peasy. Okay, done and done. Then I'm thinking usually I also go Thursday. But Thursday's my birthday. So I'm like, am I going to want to be working out on my birthday? So these are the things you have to think about because, okay, granted, this is like a silly example because how often is it that it's your birthday week? But also there are things that come up, right? You have to be like, am I really going to want to do it that day? And if I wanted, okay, the other alternative is I could go swimming. I could swim laps, but then it's like, my bathing suit is kind of falling apart. You know how when it gets like over chlorinated and then it like disintegrates? My bathing suit is literally disintegrating like in the ass. And so now I'm like, do I have time to get a new bathing suit or do I just not care and just swim with the disintegrated suit? And like, do I want to do that? So, okay, these are all stupid thoughts, but these are the things that you have to think about when you're planning out your week so that by the time I get to Thursday, I already know. No, I am swimming. I'm swimming with the ripped apart suit. I don't care. That just is what it is. Or I am swimming and I've already decided like I am going to stop at Walmart or Dick's or wherever to get the swimsuit. And I'm going to try a bunch on. I'm going to get like my new Speedo or whatever. And then, you know, that's already done in time for Thursday. Like, it sounds stupid, but you really have to sit here and think about these things. Okay, so what am I going to do? I think I'm obviously going to do a birthday workout because I just feel like that's really cool and really badass. And I think I just have to get over the hump that like, oh, my birthday should be relaxing. And it's like, it is relaxing, but it also, what if I get a headache though? I don't want to have a birthday headache. Ugh. Okay, so see, we have to think about this. No, I'm not going to risk it. I don't want to have a birthday headache because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I'm still working up to my resilience with like hardcore working out. What if I try to go in the morning? No, we're going to do it. We're going to drink a lot of water and we're going to take an Advil just in case. Okay, that is the plan. Okay, number 4 is let's think of one fun activity that you're going to do for yourself this week. So you may have heard of the whole thing. It's like take yourself on a date, or like Julia Cameron talks about like the artist's date, which is like where you go and you just do something artistic for fun. Like you visit a museum that you wanted to go to, you take yourself on a walk, you go to a bookstore, you go to a record store, like whatever just brings you joy and you do it just for the pleasure of doing it. Okay. So one thing that I wanted to do this week is there's a new cafe that just opened. It's only like a 5-minute drive from my house. And so I want to go check out that cafe and I want to get like a matcha green tea drink. Okay. I want to bring my laptop and I want to do like 1 hour of writing there. Now, the only thing that's kind of holding me back for whatever reason is like I've never been to this cafe before. And so sometimes I get a little bit anxious where I'm like, where am I going to park? Is there parking? And like, what if it's like one of these places without seating? Like, what if my laptop isn't charged? Like all these thoughts. And so I know myself, I know that is the resistance that could come up, but I also know like it's going to be great. I'm going to love it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to bring my headphones. I'm going to do my writing. Like it's going to be awesome. So also just thinking through like, how can I set myself up for success to have a good time during this little excursion for myself? Okay. We're also going to look again at this habit tracker. Okay. So this is just like a really simple sheet that you can use. I'll link it below and I'm not going to have, it's not one of these like, give me your email. Like just, it's like a Google Drive link. Just take it. I don't care. Okay. So basically the 3 things that I have for my habits that I'm trying to do, these are kind of anchored in work. Okay. My habits are like YouTube videos. So yes, I get to like draw a little circle in this after. TikTok, which I have been on a good streak lately, and I actually broke through and I actually did a TikTok live, which is like a little bit nerve-wracking, but I totally did it. I went on live for 1 hour and had an average of like 30 people watching it, which I was like, that's amazing. That's like the highest I've ever had. So like, yay for me. And then of course, like my habit of like writing, because I'm still in the final editing stage of my book. So the last, and I actually started to even write like little numbers above here. So I wrote like 11,800 because I think that's like my edited word count so far out of 60,000. Kill me now, but it's fine. We'll totally get there. So all I'm doing is just looking at this. Like I'm just looking at it to remind myself like, oh yeah, because I don't know about you, but like it's like Saturday and Sunday came and then I had like I completely forgot again what I'm doing. Or like what my goals are. And so all I'm doing is just staring at it. I'm just looking at it. I'm reading it. I'm reminding myself. I'm like, yes, okay. These are the things that are important to me. These are the streaks that I have. Let's keep the streaks going. Okay. Finally, number 6 is we have our little to-do list. I have this dinky little whiteboard that I got, I think at the dollar store. Again, do not spend money on this stuff. Okay, so for my to-dos, I just thought of a list of like all random to-dos because I like to just have a place to kind of like brain drop all my ideas. So one of the things, for example, is like, okay, so this notebook actually, this is not a plug. I'm just telling you, this notebook, I had ordered, I think 100 of these from that stationery shop that I order stuff from in Japan, and they came. But the thing is, I haven't put it up on my website yet. And I know I have a block about it because in order to do that, I have to like set up this whole little like mini photo studio thing. I have to get out my camera. I have to make sure the thing is charged, like all that bullshit. And so I just haven't done it. But I want to do it because I want to start selling these. Like I want to have this be like a bonus where maybe it's like if you buy 2 journals, you get this really cute notebook for free, or like whatever. I should just be selling these on my website, right? Like I have the inventory. It's just sitting there. So I just added this to the list. I'm going to add taxes to the list too because, oh my God. Okay. So for some reason, I think maybe this is why I had a slow morning, but for some reason, a lot of the tasks on here are like what I would call like bitch ass annoying tasks. So one of the things, for example, is like dentist. So I wanted to find a new dentist because my dental insurance changed, and also because I just want to go somewhere a little more modern where they're like super gentle on my teeth. I feel like the last couple times I've gone, it's been a little bit intense. And I know it's the dentist, so it's not like cute or anything. Like it's not going to be like this painless thing, but I do feel like I want to. So I had dentist on here. And so one of the things that I was doing this morning, which is a pain in the ass, was I was going through that whole process of like, okay, log in to my benefits portal. Again, that gives me stress because it's like, what if my login doesn't work? And then it's like, my husband, and then I have to text him, send me the 4-digit code. Like, this is so annoying. You know that stuff. And then, so I was able to log in. I was able to like find a dentist. I emailed that dentist. I called that dentist. They actually wrote back, and I'm just going to tell you the story because I know you have similar pain in the ass things, and I just want you to know you're not alone. Okay. So the dentist writes back and they're like, we're so happy to take you on as a new client. Just so you know, we're out of network. And I'm like, how are you out of network? I literally found you on the website, but fine. Upon closer inspection, there are like 2 categories of dentists, one in network, one, and it's like a little icon, and I chose one without the icon, which means it's still kind of in network, but not preferred. Anyway, so I'm like, okay. Then I have to go in, and I'm like looking closer at the fine print to be like, well, what is the out of network fee? And it says it's covered at 100% because all it is dental cleaning, right? So I email her back, and I'm like, hey, dental, like, apparently it's covered at 100%. Like, you guys know. So this is something I've been putting off. Because I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. Who has time to find a new dentist? But then I realized that if I don't take care of this, I'm going to start having random mouth pain because I haven't kept up with my dental checks. And then all of a sudden it's going to be some urgent thing in like 6 months, right? So I'm trying to take care of myself. I'm trying to be proactive and do things that are a total pain in the ass, but that will benefit me later. I think that is the theme of today's video. Is like, guys, everything is a pain in the ass, but just like do it because it will pay off. Okay, anyway. Also on this list is this YouTube video, which I also sometimes like to approximate how long something will take. So like I've written, for example, like I think it'll take 2 hours. I think I do that to remind myself that like, again, this is going to take a long time. You have to film it, you have to edit it, all the things. So I also do that so that I don't take on too much because I know that like I probably only have enough bandwidth for like 2 big-ish projects today. So my 2 big projects are going to be this video and working on my book. I already know. Like, I'm like, don't try to be on Instagram right now. Like, this is not happening, okay? Because you already dealt with the dentist. So you only have so much bandwidth. Girl, like, stop, okay? So I even put taxes on here, but like, I already know this is not happening today. I'm just putting it on there so I don't forget. Okay, that's all this is. Okay, so to recap, we have written in our journal. We have reminded ourselves of the habits that we're trying to track. We have thought about what are we going to eat? When are we going to exercise? What is one fun activity that we want to do this week for ourselves? And we've started to make ourselves a little to-do list, okay? It is Monday. It is all about just setting yourself up for success, okay? Knowing yourself, knowing the greatness that you're capable of, knowing your limits. setting it up, organizing your time, organizing your mind so that you can then just throughout the week a little bit be in just execute mode. Okay? We put in the effort today so that tomorrow is a little bit easier. Okay. I hope this video was helpful for you. If there's anything I've missed, let me know in the comments below. And I love you guys so much. And as always, I will just keep making this content for you. Okay, I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.